What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the iTip Report. My name is Iveriani. I hope all is well with you. Happy Monday. Happy birthday to one of my favorite producers of all time, JDilla. Today is his birthday. Extraordinary producer. Happy Love Month. Happy Black History Month. It's so much going on, but it's all love. So happy love across the board. As you know, I'm based in New York City, and it is freezing cold, like literally freezing cold outside, and it's rainy, but nevertheless, hey, we are all living. So first of all, I want to say shout outs to Method Man. Method Man has impressed me in so many ways because I love his acting. Like, I didn't really know Method Man could act like that. I am like mind blown by his skills. Like, he is believable, authentic, and it's just great to see when you grow up to dope MCs like Method Man, as well. Shout outs to Redman too, because he was on Power, as well as Meth. And it's just wonderful to see your favorite MCs, that they have evolved and transitioned, and they're always known for the legendary skill as an MC, and they just transition over into other things like acting, and I'm just so impressed. I really enjoyed Method Man playing Davis, a lawyer. Thank God. I never like to see our MCs or any musical talent, anybody playing stereotypical roles like drug dealers and stuff like that. I was happy to know that Method Man played a lawyer, and he was just so believable. So I am happy about that. And I'm also shout outs to Mary J. Blige. I'm gonna tell you something. She must be she has gotten better. I will tell you. I was looking at her sideways, and you know, I love Mary, but I was looking at her real sideways when she was beginning. I was like, oh, this is it. She looks so uncomfortable, but she's getting better. So shout outs to them, and I'm happy about that. Shout outs to 50 Cent in regards to Power. I love that show. I think Kanan is my favorite because it's embedded in Southside Jamaica, Queens, and I'm like, wow, is it so good? But all the storybooks are good right now. I'm watching Tommy. Tommy is one of my favorites too, so I'm loving it. That show premiered last night. It was epic. I'm just can't wait to see the build up of that. But shout outs to Tommy, because he's so crazy. And shout outs to Tariq. People be sleeping on Tariq, but when I just recently found out Tariq can speak fluent Italian, and I'm impressed. He speaks fluent Italian, plus he was homeschooled, but you never know. I'm pro homeschool for kids nowadays. But yo, anyway, shout outs to them. I'm just happy about that. And I also want to say shout outs to Jay Moore, a fellow YouTuber. I have subscribed to him for, I think, probably over a year or so, and he would do, his reviews was so good. He would do these interpretations and stuff like that, and I loved it. And I think I saw a post on Lamont Tyson's, another YouTuber's posting, talking about Jay Moore was gonna be in Power Book 4 and Tommy's series, and I'm still happy. I am so happy about that because Jay Moore is he's talent. That shows you there is so much talent on YouTube, and that it could be transferred, like everybody can get the bag. So to see him last night, and I'm surprised nobody was really talking about it except Lamont Tyson, but I was so happy because this dude is super talented. Unfortunately, he's in a wheelchair, and I think I heard his story about him getting in a car accident and stuff. So you never let anything like that, when life gives you rotten apples, you never let anything stop you from your dreams. So I'm happy about that. So I will tell you guys that if you have goals and dreams of things that you want to do in your life, do it now, because we are not promised tomorrow. Try to not take things emotionally, very personal, because everybody is going through their stuff and they don't want to tell. Sometimes people don't want to tell you their business, and I don't blame them. Certain things it's just meant to be private. There's certain things you can't tell everybody, because you don't know if they're gonna use it against you, whatever the case is. But nevertheless, I'm happy. I'm happy for Jay Moore, and I'm just happy in generally. On another note, I do have to check out the Janet Jackson, I guess it's a documentary series. People are complaining about it a little bit, saying stuff is left out, but I always like Janet. She's always been a favorite of mine. The Velvet Rope, that was one of my favorite tunes, my favorite, not tunes, but my favorite albums of Janet. And her just being, having independence and being in control, I could definitely relate to that. So, other than that, guys, life is just so crazy right now. I look forward to talking to you guys more on camera about my experiences with life and just things that I've dealt with and everything. But I will say, and maybe y'all can let me know, I'm looking at people, and this is just generally what I see. I'm looking at people, and I was raised in the church, so this is a disclaimer. This is not to bash people in church. But what I notice is that a lot of people go to church every Sunday, and they talk about God and how they love God, but they are the most horriblest people in the world. And people ignore it, and they have no accountability. I'm just trying to figure, how could you do that? Like, how do you proclaim Christ and talk about God, and you I don't expect people to be perfect. I'm just letting you guys know, but I'm seeing it time and time again, and it is mind blowing. Like, when you see something that is just unbelievable, that your mouth would drop and everything, mind blowing. And I was like, yo, I was watching, somebody had a birthday party and they had it at church, and and I knew for a fact that the pastor didn't know what type of person this was, but the fact that the pastor was saying this is a God fearing, I can't even remember, it was so crazy to hear, a God-fearing woman, and I was like, what? And I knew the history of this person and the horrible things that this person has said and did within the family, and I'm just like, oh my God. Don't be that type of Christian. Don't be that type of Muslim. Don't be that type of Christian. Don't be that type of Buddhism. Whatever you believe in, don't be a fraud. And I understand people can change, they can evolve, but come on, enough is enough. And people have these excuses, and the excuses don't make sense. You like, am I crazy? People would start, when you start questioning people and asking questions, and they can't give you answers, or they ignore stuff, you looking at them like, wait a minute, God is not for this. I've seen it in the workplace. I've seen it in dealing with just in general in life, and I'm just like, you don't want to be that type of person. Anyway, if you don't get anything from this video, get this. Please be accountable for your actions. Be accountable. We have to be accountable for our actions, and unfortunately people are not. On top of that, stop fake friendships on Facebook and IG and Twitter. I see this all the time. People who haven't talked to you in weeks, months, years, days, and they get on social media talking about how much they love you and care for you, and you like, don't do that. Yo, I don't understand people. I don't understand people that do fake social media stuff like that. I feel like if you're gonna be a real friend, a real relative, the list goes on, keep it real. Keep in touch with the person. People don't know what people deal with on a daily basis and go through unless they pick up the phone and call them. And I realize talking on the phone ain't for everybody. It is for me. You know, I can't knock people who don't want to talk. That's fine. But if somebody's reaching out to you, concerned about you, and you don't respond, it's like, what are you doing? And you know what? The suicidal rate is up high, especially between, 2019 and now, 2022. Like, reach out to people. And I ask people that are going through stuff, if somebody's reaching out to you, respond, say something. Don't just not say anything. But you reach out to them, but then they're liking your stuff on social media. That's crazy to me. Anyway, don't be that type of friend. If you're going to be a friend in real life, be a good friend in real life. And that takes a response. You don't got to talk every day. You don't got to be up each other's butts. Nothing like that's not what I'm saying. But just be authentic about it. People shouldn't have to be trying to figure you out. This is why people don't want to build friendships, because of the shenanigans. I'm just saying. On another note, guys, I would tell people this: stop hitting people's cars and not saying nothing. I'm seeing it a lot. I've experienced it, especially in New York. I don't know. Y'all can let me know in the comment section if people are doing that. But stop hitting people's cars and getting missing and act like you ain't do nothing. Like, cars cost money and they're expensive, and insurance, especially in New York, is mad expensive, and the upkeep, the oil change, the timing belt, the list goes on. You hit somebody's car, leave a note, say something. I remember it was a guy in my block. He got his car hit, and he said it was $4,000, and he was trying to find out who hit his car. And I felt bad for him. $4,000? Who got $4,000 to be wasting on a car? Unless you're buying one. And people think they're getting away when they do that. But guess what? They're not getting away. That karma is going to come to you seriously so fast. You're going to be like, what happened? Stop hitting people's cars. 2 things. Stop being fake on social media, acting like you love the person or you friends or you not. And stop hitting people's cars and don't take responsibility. Again, responsibility and accountability. This is what I see and I have experience with living in New York. Nevertheless, I hope you all are doing well. Stay warm, stay safe. Stock up on food, stock up on water 3 months to 6 months in advance. I tell everybody that. Thank you for all the subscribers who have subscribed, and I welcome you to subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. It's well appreciated. I see you in the next video. I'll talk to you soon. And be safe and be well. Peace. And this is iveriani.